let's work this one. Y'all started with 0.812 moles of CO. And you know that I'll make a mole of methanol for every mole of carbon monoxide. So I will make 0.812 moles of methanol. And then you did the same type of conversion with the 1.974 moles of hydrogen. Except this time the conversion factor looks a little different. I still want to calculate methanol, but I've got to put the hydrogen on the bottom because that's what this one starts with. And that gave me, what, 0.987? Is that right? Which one of these is the right answer? The smaller one. That tells me that, I didn't label this, but that the carbon monoxide is the limiting reactant. Right? Okay, so this problem, I'm going to start you with grams. So it's the same limiting reactant concept, it's just you've got to remember that other step that we've learned how to do. First thing you have to do is what? Before you even do grams to moles, write a balanced equation. And we have used this equation so much that y'all probably know it without even having to think hard, right? Nitrogen plus hydrogen makes ammonia. What do I need to do to balance it? A 3 on the hydrogen and a 2 on the ammonia will balance it. And now you guys, can y'all work it? Or do we need to work it together first?
We do this one together.
Yes, let's do this one together. I'm going to start, which one you want to start with, the 9.42 or the 6.47? Okay, we'll do the nitrogen since it's first in the problem. 9.42 grams of nitrogen. And I think, Sam, you already said, but what's the first step?
Moles.
Moles. Y'all, if you don't know what to do in a problem, convert it to moles. You've got to convert to moles every time. What is going to go on the bottom as far as units here? Nitrogen. What about nitrogen? Grams or moles or? Grams. What kind of units are going to go on the top of that conversion? Moles. What number goes on the top? 1. Does that 1 have anything to do with the coefficient in the equation? No. No. Because on the mole gram, it's always 1 mole. Always. The only place you use the coefficient is on the mole. What number goes on the bottom? Ooh, what? 28.02. Right, because it's in 2. So you have to use the 28.02. Squeeze it in. Okay. What's my next step? What? Go ahead. You tell me what units go on the bottom. Moles of N2 on the bottom. How about on the top? What units? Moles of ammonia. All right, look, that balanced equation has 3 things in it: nitrogen, hydrogen, and ammonia. How did you know to put ammonia on the top? How come you didn't put the hydrogen on the top?
What mass of ammonia will be there?
Right, because the question is saying what mass of ammonia. So I know that has to go on the top. Now, this is a mole-mole step. So on the mole-mole step, that's when I use my coefficients. So I put a 2 on the top and a 1 on the bottom. Now what? Do y'all want to stop it there, or do you want to go ahead and convert it to grams? Because the question says what mass of ammonia? Okay, so let's go ahead and convert to grams. How do I do that? What goes on the bottom?
Ammonia.
1 mole of ammonia on the bottom. And the top? Grams of ammonia. And the number I get from the tops when I go to the periodic table? 17.04. And then punch that in your calculator. Do y'all get 11.5? Okay. 11.5 grams of ammonia. Now, is that my final answer? Well, I don't know, because I've only calculated it based on one of the reactants. What do I have to do to see if that's my final answer? Is go back and calculate it using this 6.47 and then compare those numbers. So you guys set that one up. I've shown you how to do this one. Y'all try to set that one up.
So I didn't argue with that. Instead of saying 2.02 grams,
Of hydrogen?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I said 6.06 times 2 over 1.
Because you did 3 here?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 over 6.06 is the same ratio as 1 over 2.02. Okay? What you did, you got to be careful with what you're doing, is you use the coefficient here. Okay, so if you're going to use the coefficient here, then you need to be sure you say H2 but times 3. Did you do this here? Okay, so you didn't use it here, so you went back. And that's fine, you have the same ratio, but you've always got to be sure you're going to use the coefficient when you're doing the molar mass. Okay? So which of those is the right answer? The 11.4. The smaller one's the right answer. And I know that nitrogen then would be my limiting reactant. That's what I'm going to run out of first. Any questions?